Hi, it's me again with Corel Draw Tips and Tricks. Yesterday I showed everybody how to create something like this. Well, that's not exactly it. Well, I guess it is. Was a circle type. Wasn't really a circle, but I'm going to show you another way. I did it two different ways this morning. One with lines going the other way. And if I was to do it over again, I'd put a line in the center. But what we're going to do, we're going to use a polygon tool. So I'm going to go up to object group and ungroup this. And then I'm going to grab that item and I'm going to move it over. And I'm just going to delete these other ones. So we have these holes. But then what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my Smart Fill tool and fill these in. And I'm going to, well, you know what? I'm going to, I want to work in the center of the page. So I'm going to move these over out of the way. Well, having trouble grabbing them. So what I'm going to do now is go back and use the Smart Fill tool. And what I'm doing is I'm creating a new object. I wish I would have really moved them over a little bit more, but I think I can grab them all now and move them over again. So then what I'm going to do is I'm going to left click, right click, but then I'm going to group these together. So I'm going to go to object group or Control G. And because this is in the center of the page, I am going to get, this is 8-sided. I'm going to take my polygon tool, set on 8 sides, and I'm going to hold down the control button until I get a polygon. I'm going to hit P. It's almost big enough, but I'm going to take my, holding down the shift key, I'm going to make it a little bit bigger. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to nudge that out of the way. So let me get these out of the way. And I'm going to nudge my polygon out of the way. Move those a little bit further. I should have set my nudge factor a little bigger. But because now I'm going to take this and Control D and make a duplicate, while holding down the shift key, I'm going to bring that in. Now I could change that line style or do whatever I want to with it, but I'm just going to go with what that is. And I'm going to go to Effects and I'm going to blend them. I'm going to blend them 30 times. And then I'm going to go to Object and break the blend apart. You have to do that to make this work. I'm going to go ahead and make sure they're grouped. So I'm going to go to Group and Group. Now, because this is a group and I've nudged, I can nudge this over. And I can go right here and grab everything and I can go intersect. And what that did, that intersected those lines. So now when I put them back, I have, basically it looks like straight lines. So let's do that again. Tell you what, let's make a copy of this by hitting the plus key on the keyboard. And let's take our graphic and move it out of the way. And let's just kind of start over. Let's just delete that. Let's make it a little bit different this time. So I'm going to grab my 8-sided, my polygon tool set on 8-sided. Then I'm going to hit P to put it in the, well, see, I'm not working in the center of the page. So what I can do, I can select and shift select this one and then hit EC and that put that in the center of the page. Now I'm going to select this and I'm going to grab my, hold down the shift key so it'll grow. Now this time, because it's a polygon, I can use my shape tool and turn that into a curve. And then I could curve it and all the lines are going to be kind of like a curve. And you know, that looks pretty cool. Let's right click on that and turn that into a curve. And then we can click on it and we'll do that right, kind of like right there. Now it's not big enough, so I'm going to hold down the shift key and make it bigger. And then I'm going to Control D and make a duplicate while holding down the shift key with my 2-sided arrow. I'm going to go like this. Now I'm going to select with the shift tool. I'm going to select both those. And now I'm going to apply, and look at that. Now we're right there. I need to make sure my black is on top. It's kind of hard to tell. So what I'm going to do, just to grab the black and go up to Object, Order, Front of Page, because I need it to be on front. And now I'm going to select it all It doesn't like, oh, you know what? See, I didn't break that blend apart, and that's what happens. I'm actually going to take my black and move it out of the way for just a second, because I want to make sure these are groups. I'm going to go Control G. And if you think about it, I'm never moving, I'm nudging the whole way. So now my black should still be on top, and I am going to select everything, and I'm going to use the intersect tool. And now I'm going to move it. You know what we need to do is take this one and delete it, and we can move this over. Whoop. See, it jiggled a little bit. So when that does, and then you can just move it over and we'll take it and make it black. That's pretty cool. Now there are hairlines and the other ones aren't. Let's see what size line this is. 0.16 of an inch. So we're going to grab this one now and make it 0.16 of an inch. Well, there's really nothing close, so that'll work. Pretty cool design. I could have made my inner polygon a little bit smaller and it would all filled in. And then the same thing with, you know, anything. I could have, the ones I did with just lines, I guess I got rid of it. No, there it is. Well, that's basically maybe a circle, but you could have lines going the opposite direction. And then once again, you could do anything you wanted to with it and do what we did yesterday in part 2 to make a graphic like that. Anyway, I hope that helped a little bit. Thank you for watching.